Hello, everybody. Welcome back to my channel. This is Raw Cloud. Today, we will be finishing up Family Ties. We're gonna go ahead and get this video out so it can be done with. Now, you guys are the first I've told this story to. I guess because it needs to be told, it needs to be out so that it can be healed. Um, I explained to you guys that you know everything that I went through, everything, and I mean every single thing. Um, it made me strong. It made me a better person. It made me a more caring person. Um, made me a more cautious person. Made me a better father. It just made me an overall better, stronger person in this lifetime. And I said, of course, my sister, she wasn't, unfortunately, she wasn't able to really heal correctly from what has happened. And when you don't heal and you from these things that go on within your life that people really don't even know anything about, you carry it. And then as you have children, you don't be a good parent towards your child. And your children will see these things, they will see you not being in their lives. And that's what it was like for my sister Crystal. She went on to have five children, and several of those children, my mother raised those children, my nieces. And they grew up, seeing their mom, drinking and smoking and not being around. Your children are gonna know whether you're in their life or not. So, but too, you do have to understand, the trauma that she went through. Um, it can weigh on your life. It can be really heavy on your soul. And the only way that you can cope is to be around other people um, that may be coping with something a little bit different through drinking and smoking and just on a whole different chaotic path. So let me go ahead and get into. I left off, you know, after I returned home from being kidnapped by my don't really want to call him my brother, by my father's son. Technically, he is my brother. He is my half brother. I remember saying that he was my step brother in the other video. That's not correct. He is my half brother. So we have ties to my father. But anyway, as I returned home, and then later my sister returned home, the police got involved. Okay, now weeks later, weeks later, we would be going. Me and my sister be going and talking to. I don't know who these people were. I don't know if they were social service or investigators. But we will go for several weeks and talk with these people, and they will, ask us what happened. They would bring in like these little dolls. You know what I'm talking about. They would show us these dolls and ask us what happened. What did my brother do to my sister? He didn't do anything to me as far as raping or being molested. He did that to my sister. Uh, but they would tell me, what happened, and I would show them, using these toy dolls, what happened. But this sick bastard, my half brother, he would go on to kidnap more kids within his neighborhood. He did the same thing. He did the same exact thing that he did to his family members. He did the same exact thing. So they took him. They took him, even though he was a teenager. They took him for what he had done. They took him to a special type of hospital, and I guarantee you, this was military funded, and it was a more or less prison psych ward. So they determined that he was mentally unstable, that he was mentally unstable. And this is what I talk about. When you are dealing with these Montauk projects, these Montauk boys, this is the type of things that can happen within these projects. Not everybody mind is going to snap back right. Not everybody is going to be on the lighter side and be able to come out and talk about this stuff. This is why it is so profound that when you meet, especially a new face like mine, uh, that is coming out and talking about these projects, these military projects. And I told you I also work with the galactic. Now I had um, spiritually, divinely guided to at some point awaken. And sometimes you can awaken through trauma. And the dark side, they know this, but they will manipulate your awakening and have you serving dark agendas.